evening. Are you ready? Anshuman!
Hey guys, I'm Anshuman. I'm an infrastructure economist. I work with the World Bank, and one of the things we do is we help developing countries spruce up their infrastructure, roads, bridges, and so on. And it's, it's not what I thought I'd wind up doing when I was a kid. As a little boy, I was so convinced that I was going to do something heroic. Be like Robin Hood. Steal from the rich, give to the poor. But, being an economist, it's certainly not heroic, but it does require courage, Really, it's a lot like having a baby out of wedlock. Seriously. When baby daddy skips town. Let me explain. So, you're at a sustainable development conference, right? And across the room, you see this guy, your eyes lock, and there's electricity. And the guy walks up and starts talking, and he's so witty and so brilliant. He's like the Minister of Sanitation. He knows so much about poop, and he has so many ideas on what to do with it. And you're like, you feel weak in your knees, and you're like, oh my God, is this the guy? Have your dreams come true? Should we just, is this the guy you're gonna build the best sanitation plant with? It's gonna save millions. And it's the giddiest feeling in the beginning. And then, you're like, okay, you know what? Let's just jump in. Let's just do this, okay? We are gonna build the best sanitation plant. It's gonna be our baby. But, you have your doubts, right? You've only just met the guy. And he's from a different country. And, mom's gonna give you a hard time. But, he's got the sexiest forearms, muscular, like forearms of a man who gets things done. Oh. And also, you're not getting any younger. So, all right, you're like, feels good, we're doing this, we're having this baby, we're building this plant. 3 months pass. 3 months in, you're knee deep in freaking appointments, with builders, contractors, engineers, and your back hurts, you haven't been sleeping well, and you're nauseous, from all the flying. And you notice, he hasn't been around that much lately. Okay, he's an important man, he's busy, and you cut him some slack, you're too tired to fight anyway. And you trust him, he believes in this project, in this baby. He believes in us. 6 months pass. You haven't seen him in, you don't even remember, 2 months maybe. And, you call. Okay, it's embarrassing, but you're gonna finally call his office, okay? It's weird that you have to go through him through another person, but fine, okay. Oh, he's away again? With another economist? Involved in another infrastructure project? That slut! And also, us infra-economists, right? We should have some solidarity, right? We should not be going after each other's minister. Fuck's sake. you can just see the look on your mom's face. Like, even though you're going to tell her on the phone, like, oh. I mean, 6 months in, you decide, okay, look, it's not safe to bail out. You're doing it. You're doing this, okay? You love your project. It's going to be the best baby ever, and you do it, you know? And then the project grows right in front of your eyes. It's beautiful. You know, sure, there's some teething problems initially, like some sleepless nights because the septic tank was leaking in the middle of the night. And then, you know, a few years later, your baby discovers like the whole silent treatment thing. You know, any little thing that annoys them and the union goes on strike. And, you know, doesn't talk to you for a couple of weeks. But still, you know, deep down you're proud. You're proud. And then finally there comes the bad boy phase. So, I don't know what the charm is, but suddenly all the procurement contracts are going to like the local mafia. But still, you know, you're the one constant in your baby's life. And you're going to see this through. And then one day, he's back. You're like, really? Now? And not only that, turns out he's running for Prime Minister. So, you know, family values and all that. So this looks good. But it gets worse. I'm a foreigner. You know, that doesn't look good. So it turns out he gets custody. I get visitation. And it's a pain in the ass to get freaking visa. You know, like this just like, it just breaks your heart, you know, but still, you know, you're proud. You can see your baby is like cleaning all that poop, you know, converting it into like pure water, killing the bacteria. And even though you're not there with her by her side, like you're proud, like your heart is just bursting with joy. You know, you're so happy. So, but you know, but it's still, it sucks, right? Like there's heartbreak. And you know, like, it's interesting, right? Like there's different kinds of heartbreak, right? Some people intentionally fuck you over, right? And some people unintentionally fuck you over. I don't even know what's worse, right? Like, becoming an economist, right? I figured out that one of my childhood heroes, Robin Hood, like, turns out he's a fucking douchebag. I mean, like, think about it, right? So he like shows up on this fucking horse and like steals from the rich, but then the lords are freaking Nottingham. But what do they do after that, right? How do they cover their losses? You know, do they have like theft insurance back in medieval England? You know, is there like a mom, Ministry of Manpower, forcing them to put money in their provident fund? Like, what do they do? Maybe they're like, okay, you know, we have less money, so we have to adjust our budget. So in the next 1 month, we will hire very few short-term slaves. You know, like we can't afford it. Robin Hood stole our money. Like, you know, like what they actually do is that they do have a freaking CPF. It's the peasants. You know, they're like, oh, we're short of money. Let's just go tax these fucking peasants a little bit more. You know, every time Robin Hood stole from them, the next day they showed up and taxed the peasants. So it's like, imagine, right? Imagine you're a freaking president in the Middle Ages, right? I mean, it's a shitty life. Like, your parents died yesterday because of the plague, and like you wake up in the morning and you're like, haven't had a bath in like 3 weeks, and like you're working out in the sun, like your balls are sweaty, like it's not the best. But you know, it's actually a lot like being an infrastructure economist, to be honest. But then still, you know, like you enjoy what you do. You like growing plants and stuff. And then also part of your job is to, you know, like clean the poop of human poop, horse poop. And somehow there's like something very satisfying about like having a farm completely cleared up of poop. So you enjoy that bit. And I mean, instinctively you know there's got to be a better solution than having freaking pooping out in the open. But it's like 1500s or whatever, so you don't know. And you can also see the positives of like pooping outside, right? Imagine like you're squatting out in the open and like humming a tune, and a gentle breeze just caresses your butt as you're pinching a loaf. It's a lovely feeling. It's tender. It's a tender feeling. So I can see the upside. I see why people in my village don't want to like, I don't know, not be outdoors. And then also, okay, to be honest, it's not just the breeze, which is lovely, but there's this girl, Marion, okay? She kind of clings with me. She's got the sexiest forearms. Ooh, that's a girl, who can shovel poop for hours. That's the kind of girl, as a peasant, I want to spend my life with, And so things are good. I've been saving up a little bit. And then, so one evening, walking back from the farm to the village, and there's like a big sort of crowd. And then I see like this freaking Robin Hood again. And not only that, he's on a horse, and as he rides past me with like the dust in my eyes, I see Marion is sitting on the horse with him. And I know, like, next day the tax collectors are going to come, and whatever I saved, that's going to be gone too. There's just, people break your heart. Like, there's just heartbreak everywhere. But, actually, like being an infrastructure economist, like, trains you to handle this. So, like, dealing with heartbreak is a lot like dealing with your project baby, For example, it's completely overwhelming. You can't get rid of the damn baby, even if you wanted to. And as any parent would attest, sometimes what you really want to do is feed it some whiskey so it shuts up. That's my set. Thank you so much.